Beautiful people, and welcome to Manifest underscore with underscore Sissy. And today we're gonna talk about body image. Okay,
Yes.
we have this thing in society now, right? And it's always been there that there's some sort of expectation when it comes to a woman's body image. Okay, firstly, it has changed since my younger days. When I was younger, it was more like a Jane Fonda kind of physique that was in at the time. I mean, it was taboo for a woman to be considered to be beautiful and have a big backside and have like big hips. You were more like slender, if everybody knows Jane
Athletic.
Fonda. Yes,
Athletic.
athletic kind of thing. Slender, flat stomach, kind of a nice small backside. That was the standard we had then. And maybe it's because of the way the Western perception, Jane Fonda is American, right? So that American perception was getting pushed into our faces. Because I remember I did modeling when I was younger, and I mean, you were not considered to be beautiful if you had an African backside. But now it is beautiful. What do you think about that?
Well, currently, due to the social media and the influences from celebrities and the Kim Kardashian situation where you are preferred to be beautiful if you have a very small waist and a broad, large hip size.
Yes.
Whereas it is highly unrealistic because, come on, there's no body shape actually that we can say is validated enough to be what a body shape should be, because we're all different.
Diversity, differences, right? So we have different women with different type of shapes. Okay, there's the apple shape, as they call it, the hourglass or the pear shape. So now you find yourself under pressure because you're trying to look like those ladies on social media.
How did it make you feel when you were growing up and the beauty standard at the time is to be very slim
and smaller? And I'm not really that small. I've got hips.
How did it affect you?
Well, I can tell you one thing for sure, that we all tried to get there. We tried exercises, we tried to diets, we tried to eat according to the way Jane Fonda was eating. Not understanding that Jane Fonda's genealogy is different to ours. Number one, she's a Caucasian, right? And coming from a place where I'm a mixed breed with all sorts of bloodlines, like the Namas are more bigger hips. Stomachs is not really an issue because you're all the carrier of the baby. So they accepted women to have a more plumpy stomach.
Yeah.
Unlike now, it's like now, soon after you have a baby, you must
have to be back in shape.
Flat stomach. And the hips, now that fat that your body carries during pregnancy, it's hard to get rid of after pregnancy. When you now give birth.
That is
but
true.
Now society expects you to still look like you were before you gave birth.
Yeah. The only difference basically is back then the supermodel look was in.
Yes.
Whereas
Naomi Campbell.
It's more like your thick hips, small stomach, thick, large breast cup, which is unrealistic because if you're gaining weight, if you're thinking about it, you're a person that has big hips. When you're eating, you're going to carry naturally some fat around your stomach. So now they go under the knife, they remove
the fat,
ribs.
I was shocked and surprised even men are doing it now. Right?
Yes.
They're removing ribs to contour the torso. The torso. Right, so that the stomach, when it gets a bit more bigger, it doesn't show that much. And then like liposuction 20 years ago was very popular.
Yeah.
Right, and then there was negative publicity around liposuctions. A few people died after operation or even during operation, like Kanye West's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as a woman, too much pressure. It's just too much pressure to look in a certain way.
And it's crazy because the pressure is actually coming from other women, not necessarily the male group.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. So women are the biggest critics towards each other
than men.
Yes, 100%. To be honest, a man just wants a woman that's gonna love themselves. And you love yourself, don't know, besides the cooking and cleaning. Okay. As long as you love yourself, because there's some men that marry women that can't cook, that can't clean.
That's true.
But when you're talking about your body, your image, a man just wants a person that loves themselves. Stay clean,
look good,
smelling good,
look good,
mm-hmm.
always looking bright and kept.
Not this delusional idea in your head that he wants you to look like a Coca-Cola bottle, or that's unrealistic. His mother doesn't look like one. His sisters don't look like one. Why would he expect you to look like one? He just wants you to look after your body.
Yeah, that's true. When you say look after your body, it's like an open statement because it can mean a lot of things. Right? Like, for example, what do you think is the definition of looking after your body, Shanice? As a female.
As a female, listening to your body speaks to you. If you eat too much of a certain food or vegetable or fruits, or maybe you drink too much coffee, your body lets you know, it alerts you. I don't like the way I'm feeling right now because of what I just ate. You listen to your body.
I like that. I like that you focusing on I don't like how I'm feeling right now. Meaning your body will not feel good. It's telling you.
It's telling you. This is too much gas. This is too much oil.
Too much caffeine.
And besides that, it also shows you with your skin. It shows you with your hair. It shows you with your eyes. You can tell.
With your emotional moods.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying now. Coming from a space where I dieted a lot, right? All my life. Like I dieted. I mean, I was introduced into dieting at the age of 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was doing modeling. It was a hobby.
I was always skinny.
Yeah, you were always skinny. You were very skinny. And you always felt there was something wrong with you.
Yes, because in Africa, we claim that a healthy person is a person that is very thick and plump.
Yeah, that's
you
in certain African societies.
And then also class. In your higher upper class, to be skinny, to be thinner, to be slimmer is considered beautiful. Where there's money resides, they consider those smaller body
which
as
is interesting.
Something worthy, valuable.
And in the way there's no monies,
that's where they say that you need to look like
a plump
person.
Overweight, too thick. Right, so yeah, we're gonna be as cautious as possible to use the right terminologies, okay? And it's not politically correct to call somebody fat.
Yeah.
Right? That's body shaming, as they call it, right? So we're talking about the more thicker terminologies, more plump, more voluptuous woman, right? Which are beautiful too as well, because beauty is so broad. It's not only skinniness or it's not being plump. I mean, people see beauty differently. You know what I mean? Yeah. But what I can tell you is that it has a huge psychological effect on a female.
It really does. Yeah, it does.
It's amazing because I've had that problem all my life trying to get over.
I feel like every woman does.
Yeah, trying to get over the trauma of the whole dieting thing.
Every woman does. Even the one that's gonna dress half naked outside, she probably doesn't even like her body. It's like a camouflage. It's a way for them to cope.
Oh, so you're trying to say like
because you cannot tell me that I love my body, but you can go maybe the whole weekend sleeping at some man's house. They pick you up in the club. You didn't carry a toothbrush. You didn't carry a fresh underwear. But when you left on Friday nights, you were dressed up as if you love yourself. You love your body. When you're walking on the streets, the way you were carrying yourself is like you love your body. But in actual fact, you don't. So it's complicated.
It is very complicated. I think women are more complicated than men. That's why I look at this whole gay pride movement where men want to be like women now. They don't understand the complicity of being a female. It's very complicated because we, the mothers, we carry babies. We must nurture. We need to be the strongest sex compared to the male sex. We need to be stronger because we are responsible for families. We're responsible for so much. You know what I mean? It's all good and well. Makeup, eyelashes, weave.
But there's a lot that comes with it.
Yes, besides all the fakeness, let's call it fakeness. Artificialness. That's more a better word to use. Artificial stuff. I don't understand that being a female goes way above just looking pretty.
Yeah.
You know, with all those artificial stuff, your boobs done and your backside's done and all those other things. But what I can tell you that body shaming is such a big issue these days. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful with the words you're using, even with yourself. When you're talking to yourself, you know what I mean? You can't call yourself fat anymore because it's like, okay, you're being so negative somehow. You know what I mean? And when I was younger, in my days, in the 80s and so,
Yeah.
that word was just a norm. Okay, you fat and that's it. You know, and that's what was said to us, and we had to take it. It wasn't like politically incorrect or something like that. There's nothing called body shaming at that stage.
But at the end of the day, people are just too sensitive.
You think
In my
so?
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are too
suppose so.
sensitive. People are way too sensitive. And then when you are a bully, like I've noticed a trend. A person comes across as sensitive when in actual fact they are bullies. I'll give you an example. There was a video or a picture
Yeah.
of a guy that he was wearing a full cat suit in a way.
Bodysuits. Okay.
Yes, and then he took a picture of himself, but the pose was very feminine. And somebody in the comment section just said, "Oh Lord, this is not how men stand." And I felt like, why is everybody allowed to have opinions, including bisexual individual, and sometimes even come across nasty to other people? But when certain topics get touched on where you're speaking the truth, it hurts your feelings.
I hear you. I hear you.
And you know where I'm saying this? Because even amongst their own community, there's a lot of confusion amongst themselves. They're fighting literally amongst themselves because at the get-go, they all had one collective idea about how this movement is going to be. I'm free. I'm a man.
Right.
Love with a man.
Okay.
I'm free to do so.
Yes.
But now, throughout the years, it has branched out in so many directions that now they're even arguing amongst each other.
Yeah,
You understand?
I think it's because as they're getting freedoms, right, there's more and more and more freedoms.
So can you
that
say
are
that
required.
liberation does come with a price to pay?
Big time. With every blessing, which is a liberation of freedom, there's a responsibility.
Yeah.
And this is where people don't understand that I have the freedom to say what I want to say, but I've got to respect somebody else's freedoms too.
Yeah.
You know, where mine ends, his or hers begins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So I just always say that we're lacking compassion as human beings.
Yeah.
Right? Compassion and being open. Okay, you afforded all those rights, and I respect your rights, right? But me too, I have my rights too. But at the end of the day, what I say, if I say something that's gonna hurt you, I will be responsible for that. Right? So I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
What I say. You understand that kind of thing? So the whole idea is that we should be giving each other compassion and understanding. And I'll
Yes.
always get back to that point.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Get my point? Sure. I think we're gonna end it now, unless you want to add anything else. Okay, guys. Thank you for tuning into this channel. So please, if you have not as yet, please click on the subscription button so that you can see more videos. And I'm sad to say that Shanice is leaving us, so I won't be making videos with her anymore. I didn't make as much as I want to. But anyway, it was wonderful having you here, Nisi. We enjoyed you. I enjoyed your company. And
Thank you.
So anyway, guys, I just hope that stay tuned, guys, for more videos. I will go back to making my normal videos alone, right, about manifestation and creating and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful week going further. This is the Sunday after all. Right, cheerio. Bye.
Bye.